Yo, what's up, y'all? I just got this X3 360 camera. I got it probably about last week. I don't know. Long story short, I got it, and I'm going to start using it to post y'all some good more content. But I figured I'd use it on this this little video I'm getting ready to do with y'all now. I figured I'll let y'all, you know, kind of give me a chance to kind of get familiar with it. I'm also using the app, so that's what you see me losing my phone. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool. But man, so let me tell y'all what happened. So I got to my drop yesterday. I'm up here in Brown Summit, North Carolina, which is right above Greensboro, right on 29. And got here yesterday, and I had noticed yesterday my truck seemed like it was losing a little bit of power. I was on the phone with an old lady. I said, man, I think I need to try to find a boost leak or something I got going on, you know, when I get home this weekend. And the truck I could just tell, you know your truck, you just can tell it ain't really, you know, doing what it's kind of supposed to be doing. So, man, I got here yesterday, and long story short, we didn't get unloaded in time and all this other stuff, so ended up having to spend the night. Well, one thing about me, man, when I'm out here on this road, I like to eat. I normally carry a bunch of food and stuff with me, and I normally carry a skillet to cook, but I left the skillet at home, so I said, well, I'm gonna go get me some Texas Roadhouse. So I dropped the trailer and I bought the Texas Roadhouse, and I felt the truck buck one time, and I was kind of like, the way that it did it, I thought I slipped on some black ice, and then the wheels caught, and it just kind of jerked the truck. But I was wrong, because I kept going and kept bucking, so I was like, okay. If you know anything about these cats, you'll know that the filters on them, when they start getting bad, they'll start bucking and all kind of smoking and all kind of crazy stuff. So my spare filters that I used to change it last time, the spare filters was on the truck, and I never put some more spare filters back in the truck. So I said, well, I just, you know, I looked to see how far away was from the cat, which was Carolina Cat right there in Greensboro. I was like 18 minutes. So I said, well, I'll get unloaded in the morning, and you know, I'll go and get the filter. So got unloaded this, well, so I got a lot of stuff I got to service on this truck this weekend, actually, or this week coming up. So I got an AP on this truck, so I got a bunk heater. Well, my bunk heater has been kind of messing up since it's gotten like cold or whatever, and I think I just need to service it or whatever. So what I would normally do, since it's been so cold, because it still blows warm, it still gets hot, it just won't keep up with the temperature outside, if that makes sense. It's getting down to like 20 degrees and below outside. So anyway, I would let the APU and the bunk heater run for as long as I can stand it overnight. Then once it starts to get really cold, I'll go ahead and crank the truck up. So about 3 o'clock this morning, mine's just 19 degrees outside. 3 o'clock this morning, woke up cold, went to crank the truck up. Normally this truck, it fires right up. Man, the truck didn't start. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, it's 19 degrees, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, like, I'm like, bro. So I kept sitting here trying to crank this thing, and wouldn't crank. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going back to bed. So I threw some more clothes on, and I got back under the covers, and I just thugged it out for about another 2 hours. And then I started hearing the people come in to work. So I said, well, they're gonna be trying to unload us here in a minute. I need to get this truck cranked. So I went out there, and I don't really know if I had anything to do with it or not, but you know, of course, I'm checking everything just to make. I had a feeling that it was because of the fuel filters. I've never not had one start because of fuel filters, but just because of what was going on the night before, that was just my assumption. So I'm like, well, maybe the fuel filters is, you know, just that clogged up where it's having hard to get prime. I said, maybe it lost its prime. I don't know. So I went out there, checked the coolant, checked the oil, you know, checking everything that, you know, just looking. So I went ahead and got my fuel filter pliers, broke the fuel filters loose. I'm thinking, I was expecting to see that the filters didn't have any fuel in it, which would have made me feel good. Main fuel filter had fuel in it. I was kind of like, went to go take the water separator off. I could hear some air, like, you know, around the seal kind of break loose. So I'm like, well, it's got fuel, so let me, you know, tighten it back up and go ahead and crank it. Well, start to crank it, and then you know if you're dealing with an engine that's trying to start, you can hear it when it's trying to. So I didn't have that sound earlier, so I knew I was getting somewhere. So anyway, I went ahead and it went ahead, fired on up, and I left it running for the rest of the day. Well, the rest of that time period. Got unloaded, went to go leave, got right on the main road, went to give it some gas, and it just was not having it. It was not having it. It was not happy. I tried to make it up this hill right here, man, on 29. It was not. So I said, you know what? We're gonna pull in here in the sheets, and I'm gonna give me a ride to the cat store, because I never had filters this bad. And again, I'm still assuming that this is filters. I've never had filters this bad, so I was like, well, I don't want them to get any worse, and I'm sitting on the side of the road, so I just whatever. So anyway, just got back from the cat store. I got me a fuel filter, fuel water separator, and I also got me a primer. So I'm gonna show you this right here too. I got me a primer. So if you look right here, there's a block off plate for where a primer normally, and now that I think about that, that might not, I don't know. Hopefully we try to make it work, but there's normally a lot of cats, especially the older ones, that came with a primer bulb there. I personally think that if you're gonna have one of these, you need to have one on it, because just dealing with these, I mean, it's good to have. So with the chuck not wanting to crank, all the other check valves on here are new, or newer. So that's the only one. I think this thing does have a check valve or some kind of regulator or something in here, I believe. So I'm gonna try to replace it too, if I think it'll fit. So I'm gonna set the camera up, and I'm gonna replace these filters, and yeah, we'll try to get this thing back on the road so I can get home, because I'm headed home. So I would like to get there, you know what I mean? But I'm not complaining. The Lord is still good. I'm blessed. I'm off the side of the road. Truck's running. I got food. I'm not tripping. So hey, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining either. So we're gonna get this thing fixed up, and I'm gonna get this thing set up, and I'll start recording back here in a minute. So y'all forgive me if y'all see me looking at my phone a lot. I'm just making sure that this thing is doing its job more or less. This is that primer bulb I was telling y'all about. Comes with a primer bulb, comes with the gasket that you need. I got my 2 filters, and I did line it up. It should fit even with the intake hose here. Just kind of try to probably make it a little bit harder to prime it when you need to, but hey, we'll make it work. So, man, I'm probably going to try to start making videos without using music, because the last video that I posted that y'all see where I loaded that excavator out of Baltimore, I posted all that dang, golly, it's cold. My gloves are frozen. But anyway, I posted all of that instrumental music on there, and I got hit with copyright. So I thought copyright only worked for music that you either played in your video or you know, if you actually put a song on there, but I guess it'll work for I don't know. So I'm still, like I told y'all before, I'm still new to YouTube. Y'all bear with me. So yeah, it's what it is. So I don't know. I'm gonna hit my boy D up. See what he thinks about that. He told me he didn't really think I need to use music, but I didn't listen. So here we are. So the fuel water separator comes with this little O-ring right here. And hey, let me go ahead and tell y'all this. So I'm doing this and I'm showing y'all what I'm doing, but I'm not trying to tell y'all how to do this. I do this in my own way. I don't want y'all to get in here and say, oh, HeavyHaulMals told me how to. If you learned something from this video, good. If you didn't, good. So these come with these little O-rings up here on these soft water separators. I'll be honest with you, I don't always change them because they're such a pain to get off, but I probably will change it this time just to kind of like show y'all or whatever. Man, I wish I could get my camera a little closer, but I mean, all I'm doing is I'm this main filter here and then this filter here. I'll put her about right there so y'all can kind of see. I had to go and buy me a little jug, put my diesel in. You got to fill them back up with diesel. When you put this over there, you got to fill them back up with diesel when you take them off. A lot of times, man, these things are tight. I think it's just I don't know my strength, and I tighten them too much. But you don't have to have that tight. But for some reason, I guess I put the dang man hands on because I feel like they're gonna fall off or something. Oh, dropped it. I don't really see anything that makes me. Sometimes you can take these things off and you can see like algae. It'd be like little brown stuff, right? Like in this area. I don't see that this time. Doesn't mean it's not dirty, but like I said, I have seen that before. So if you take them off and you see that algae stuff right there, it's a very good indicator that you know, it's dirty. But I'm hoping there's enough fuel to fill both of them up. I don't feel like walking back over there. This right here is your main filter. This is the important one, I should say. I mean, the water separator is important too, but like, man, I have had a filter go bad, and I just replaced this one because that's all I had, and the truck still ran fine. And then I just replaced this one later, just because of where I was at or what I had or whatever. I hope y'all can hear me. Make sure you don't cross thread this thing when you put it back on here. After you cross thread it, you gotta put a new filter housing on it. Take a little rag. Clean it up a little bit. This is probably where I mess up. I take my wrench and I tighten it up. Probably too tight, but that's what I'm gonna roll with. I'm gonna put this one on. Woo! It's cold up here, y'all. Golly. I think the last time I looked at the temperature, it was like 26 degrees. So this one, that's not really. So this one I can actually see that little algae stuff in here. Y'all not gonna be able to see it, but I can actually see it in there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm not gonna replace that O-ring unit because my hands are freezing and I don't feel like fighting to get it off, to be honest. So it just has to be alright. Throw these gloves later I get done. So those filters had about $7,000 on them. Typically you like try to get like 10. You try to get them with your oil changes, but it don't always work that way. I know. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. Probably 716 probably, or a half, probably 716. Dang, look at that, I'm good, boy. We're gonna take that off. Oh, they got a 7. Well, that wasn't even tight. And they got one. That wasn't even tight. I probably could push that off with my hand. But that's not good. You want that thing to be tight so you get a good seal on it. Next size is a half. I don't know why it's different bolts. Damn it, man. Look at that boy right there. That one wasn't tight neither. I don't know what's up with that. Well, I just dropped that bolt. Can't never go as planned, does it? There it is. So I'm gonna have to get something to kind of knock that loose. I didn't feel like digging for my hammer until I could do it again. There it is. That's all it is. That's what it looks like. This is the plate. That's all it looks like. I gotta hurry up. Got a razor I can use. Well, you always gotta be prepared, man. Keep your stuff with you. I carry a lot of stuff for me. But you never know what you're going to run into in the car. Clean all my tools when I get home. They're don't smell like diesel fuel. Make sure I put it right. Oh, you can't mess it up. The hose is different. All right, cool. Tighten it in. I guess it don't need much, but it definitely needs to be tighter with the other one. Alright, cool. Put these up real quick. Everything out the way. I don't like how close it is to the intake, but it's nothing. Fire going on. Getting hard, yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want. You want that thing to get hard. And then lock it down. Then we'll go fire it up and also should run out supposed to. Let's go fire up. As you can see, truck cranked up. We're gonna go take it down the road. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do what it's supposed to do, but that's all it is to it. Make sure you ain't got no leaks, and we're gonna take it on to the house. So I appreciate y'all stopping in, seeing this little shorter video, and we're gonna get going. I'll probably get y'all a little clip of me going down the road. After that, that's when we get to the next one. So y'all be safe, be cool, be blessed, man. We'll see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all remember tuning in to HeavyHaulMals. We'll see you.